chill pill. It ain't like I'm trying to. It ain't like people expecting me anyway. But I just want to say something to the point. Starting to see a lot of stuff on this YouTube. I remember I was hearing a sister while I'm saying I was hearing a black woman a while ago talking about when she dated a white guy. She think is gravy on that side because she think her life set up. Then the white guy now, all of a sudden her and the white guy broke up. Then she was saying this about black men. Ooh, they got problems. Ooh, they got trauma. I ain't got time for that. Then the girl said she was going to therapy. Oh, in a way, I see why the white guy and the black guys don't want to deal with her, because that's what you would call a delusional woman. Yeah, sound real delusional. Then she talking about white men are better. I'm looking at her like she sound like a divested feminist. The thing is, relationships are relationships. No matter what color, no matter what nationality or whatever. Relationships are relationships. Love is love. Which nowadays in relationships, they don't believe in love anymore. It's like, isn't this amazing? All these little crazy videos on YouTube, these women talking. It's crazy. I'm like, man, what are these women coming up with? Who teaching these women? Who's in their ear? Another feminist movement had something to do with it back in the days. All this, just talking crazy. I don't know. Just talking crazy. You know what? One thing I can say about relationships: if the woman is not happy with herself, neither even the man ain't happy with themselves. If it's a void in the relationship is not gonna last. The relationship gonna play out. That's the problem with relationships today. People want to blame each other, but it's really the biggest enemy is a side of the person. That's why they call it enemy. The enemy inside of me. We think it's got something to do with somebody else. No, it's got something to do with ourselves and what we think are our lives are. One thing about it, you can't. One thing about relationships, you can't trauma bond your relationships with somebody else and thinking it's gonna heal up. That's what trauma bonding is. You together because both of y'all got trauma. Their relationships never work because two people gonna be miserable. People glamorize relationships, marriage, oh, they happy. Especially women. Women are emotional when it comes to women are emotional beings when it comes to relationships or marriage. But see, they don't know. They don't know the end. They don't want to go through the day in, day out, tests and trials of a marriage. They don't want to go through them days. They think a marriage is rosy and pretty. You playing the beautiful housewife or both of y'all in a happy household. That's not true. That's Hollywood. That's what Hollywood doing scripts. Hollywood try to make everything look nice, and when it's not nice. That's what I hate about what they promote in Hollywood. They promote delusional scripts. I don't know why people walk around like somebody else is gonna make them happy in a relationship. It goes back to self confidence and loving ourselves. You can't expect somebody else, man, to love you, and you should start loving yourself. It don't work that way. People can't love. We can't expect somebody to love us. Ooh, they love me. Oh, they approve me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and love myself because somebody else love me. No, it don't work that way. We gotta love ourselves when we living alone. We sleep in that bed by ourselves. We walk this world by ourselves. We gotta love ourselves. You gotta be confident in yourself. You gotta be happy being by yourself. You miserable. What you think? What's gonna happen, man? When you get in a relationship with somebody else, you bring your misery to them. You making them miserable. It's gonna be some clash and a fight. Really, how they teach relationships today it's really untrue. Just like I was going back, what was I talking about the other day? I was talking about Leslie Jones, comedian Leslie Jones. Comedian Leslie Jones. You remember Saturday Night Live when she had a run. She's a comedian over for for quite some time. She's funny. I like her, but that one comment talking about saying marriage is legalized slavery, and I'm like, come on now, where is that coming from? It's like all this old feminism out here. That's one thing I hate about feminism. They put it on the young women today. They throw it on young women that it's okay to be independent. They especially do it to black people. They want black women to be alone. Oh, embrace your femininity. Do what makes you feel good. Let it loose. Be free spirited. Just like Amber Rose came up this slut walk crap years ago. Just be free. Love yourself. That's your body. You can do what you want to do. Lord, our enemy is teaching that. You look at most black women. See, black women don't have an option. See, you look at other groups, they got an option. They can talk all that feminist mess. They go right back home to their white husband. They gonna go right back to they non-black husband of other cultures. They don't tear them down, no matter how much hoeing they doing, no matter how much free spirited stuff they doing. They still gonna go right back home to their husbands. They not gonna get rid of them husbands. They are not gonna do it. Why are they talking to a black woman out of getting rid of her husband and embrace feminism? That's why black women, y'all need to stop falling for that crap. Stop falling for that mess. Ain't really, there's really a war against your mind, really a war against you because they're trying to get rid of you. They want to kill the family. They want to kill the lineage. If they can get your mind, they can turn you against a black man. That's what they trying to do. Sure, ain't nobody trying to turn them against their white man. Why they always up in our business? It ain't none of they. The black family ain't none of their business. Like they God. It's only one God. God the Father, God the Son, God's the Holy Spirit. Because you non-black don't make you God. You stay out of people's business. You ain't got no business being in my business or in everybody else's business, telling them about what to do with their bodies, who to marry, telling them who to vote for. Ooh, you should vote. And I'm looking at voting. I'm looking at all that. Still ain't doing anything for black people. When you tell them to do something, that's why black folks stop falling for that. Stop falling for that kind. When people get in your ear, what the Bible said, that he said in Joshua, they're taking his word day and night, do what it says. Man should not proceed out of man should proceed out every word that comes out of a man's mouth needs to be obedient from God. Man can't live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out the mouth of God. Said in Joshua. Make sure this word do not depart from you. Keep it in your mouth. Keep it in your ears. I don't know what the scriptures mean because there's so much deception out here nowadays, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It ain't getting cute. I'm to the point now. You get no choice but to listen to God. I'm not running back to him when I could have been following him. But it's right now, he showed us. God showed us all these things. He showed what was getting ready to happen. It ain't cute no more. It used to be where you can walk outside, walk in the grocery store, smile, talk to people. Now it's like people give you that dirty look, that hateful look. It's just pure hating people, pure hating workers, cashiers, pure hating people. You get in the checkout line. Because you already see them Walmart videos and they fighting in them videos. Everywhere you go, you see fast food workers getting into it with the customer. You see it everywhere. We live in a dangerous world right now. That's why, man, I know what God was talking about. Well, we got to get closer to God. We got to get closer to Christ in His Word because it ain't nothing else. I have to go through the experience in that. But see, you never know when you go through the experiences that'll make you run to God. We're full of deception. It's like it used to be back in the days where people used to communicate. You know how to talk. When you start a conversation, people will listen. They'll be assertive. They'll listen. Nowadays, you say one word, you try to talk to people. They overtake the conversation. They don't listen. They going about their business. Even today, bad communication skills. People don't know how to talk to each other. People just rude. Like the world we live in now is straight up psycho. The only thing we can do is trust God, follow God. It ain't got nothing to do with being spiritual. It's real right now. God is real. Everything that's going on is real. This ain't being spiritual. This is real. This is real, and this is the deal. We follow Him or we don't. Not fall for this deception out here by the enemy. You know, the enemy trying to get many souls as he can before he get thrown into the great lake of fire anyway. He's trying to get as many as souls. That's why we gotta repent. Give our lives to Christ. It's a true. Yeah, but anyway, look like spring coming in. You're ready to be better. And it's a shame nowadays. Can't even go nowhere in peace no more. It's hard. It's the narcissism is out here. The world ain't the way it used to be in the 20th century. You know, because I'm a Gen X. I'm a Gen X. Even for the millennials, they like 20th century. Things ain't been the same since then. Yes, people in a different mindset. Stuff is crazy now. One thing we do is trust God. Over and over, trust God. Say the economy ain't getting no better. That's why we might as well save your money. Don't listen to these old get rich quick scheme gurus on the internet. We ain't got no money for real. Because if you talking about finance, you talking about how to invest money. Why do you need my money to invest? Why are you on the internet talking about wealth and you got it? If I got wealth, I ain't gonna be on YouTube telling somebody how to make $1 million. Please, if I got $1 million, I'm gonna need to go on YouTube trying to tell somebody else how to do it. Because if I'm teaching you how to do it, I'm scamming you. Everybody got different ways of prospering. Everybody got different ways of building wealth. The only way you're gonna build wealth nowadays is if you work hard. You work. Jobs are part of it. How you gonna invest money you don't have? You're not bringing in. See, it's a deception that's out here. Everything is deceitful. And one thing I do hate, well, we see a lot of videos and pictures of women getting on their knees proposing to men. No woman is supposed to propose to no man. They don't propose to that. Forget all that. You don't propose to me. No woman is supposed to propose to no man. Propose to a man. If anything, that's the man supposed to get on his knees propose to the woman. The right type of woman. You can't propose to every woman you see. Every woman ain't worth that. You can't propose to them. Sometimes guys got women by kids. I see you proposing to her. That's your baby's mother. Yeah, you get married to that. You ain't got no choice. But I don't believe in women getting on their knees proposing to me. That's not God's institution. Because if you want a woman getting on her knees proposing to a man, she's really showing some type of dominance that she missed independent and I could run things in this house. This would give me about most women dealing with Leslie Jones said. Talking about marriage is legalized slavery. Okay, is it legalized slavery? When a man getting out there working 2 jobs, working hard every day, bringing home money, taking care of bills, taking care of everything, the cars, the house, taking care of the kids, while the woman sitting at home. Is that legalized slavery? When a man go out to work and take care of his family, that's not legalized slavery. That's not marriage. Is not slavery. When I start hearing feminist talks like that, it's really because they went through some type of trauma in their life. Okay, go get some help for go get some therapy for your trauma and do it over there. Don't put it out there on people like young girls out here. A lot of young girls ain't lived life yet. They ain't even had experience like that yet. You sit up there talking about marriage or slavery. You're a grown woman in your 50s, early 60s, whatever. How old she is. I don't know. She in her 40s. Yeah, you too old for that anyway. That's why I tell young girls do not fall for some of these feminists say to you. Really, they trying to deceive you. They know half of them that never got married when they was in their 20s. Lord knows what they was doing. Now when they get up in age, all of a sudden they want to get married. Man, please. I'm sure they had a chance with a good man probably back when they was in their early 20s. But see, you don't want Poindexter. You don't want the corny kid. You know, just like Michael K. Williams, I guess some little boy being was interviewing him. She, I guess she went to high school with him. She used to think he was corny. I think she said that on the radio. Yeah, not Michael K. Michael B. Jordan, but I keep getting the name, the middle initials mixed up. That's when he just confronted. He said, "What the corny kid? She looking stupid." Wow, yeah, Oscar winner now. See, the corny kid, one of my corny kids back in high school, always carrying their backpack. They always refer to him as Poindexter, teasing them because they think he didn't look nerd. Them guys like that, they grow up to be they become successful. These fellas right here become investment bankers, CEOs, CEOs and Oscar winners. That's these type of guys right here. Corny kid always become successful when they get out of high school. When he was in high school, the girl didn't want him because he was too corny. Now he didn't. He became a high value man. The same girl in high school probably used to tease him or wouldn't give him a chance. Now she got older, she got ran through. Now she want to talk to him. Now she want him. Now she want to get with him. No, it's not. It's not fair. Shit, the guy that them bad boys she got around, you probably can't find them nowhere. Probably somewhere strung out. Probably got about 50 kids. Like you gotta make careful decisions about your body when you're young. That's a chance right then and there to plan. Don't let no older guy mess up your life with kids. Don't. Like women, you a single black beautiful woman. You gotta think for yourself. You gotta plan your life. You gotta become a high value woman. Take care of your body, work out, eat right, treat your body right. Don't abuse your body with this mess out here. But anyway, I was just checking in the Giannotti Facts podcast. Just checking in right now. That's all I gotta say. I hope everybody taking care of themselves and doing good. Have a good night. Peace. I'm still trying to figure this out right here.